Ugh, do I have to be here? Madison groaned, rolling her eyes as she scrolled through her phone. Her mother sighed. Yes, Madison, this charity event is important. It's about giving back. Madison scoffed. Giving back to who? A bunch of people I don't even know? What a waste of time. Her mother shot her a warning glance, but said nothing. At 17, Madison had everything: fame, money, and a massive social media following. After landing a breakout role in a hit TV show, she had become one of Hollywood's rising stars. But with that fame came an attitude, one that had turned her into a spoiled, self-centered teenager who thought the world revolved around her. She was only at the event because her publicist insisted it would help her image. Otherwise, she would have been at an exclusive celebrity party that as they walked into the venue, Madison barely looked up from her phone, only pausing to take a few selfies for Instagram. And then she heard a deep, familiar voice behind her. "Excuse me, miss. I think you dropped this." She turned around, ready to snap at whoever dared to interrupt her. But when she saw who it was, her jaw nearly hit the floor. Standing there, holding her designer clutch, was none other than Keanu Reeves. For a moment, Madison was speechless, a rare thing for her. Keanu Reeves, the legend, the internet's favorite humble superstar. He wasn't even supposed to be here. Thanks," she muttered, snatching the clutch from his hands. Keanu smiled, completely unfazed by her attitude. "No problem. Enjoy the event." He turned to walk away, but Madison, out of sheer curiosity, called after him. "Wait, you're Keanu Reeves, right?" He chuckled. "Last time I checked." Madison narrowed her eyes. "Why are you at a charity event like this? You're like super famous. You could be anywhere." Keanu shrugged. "Because giving back matters. Fame means nothing if you don't use it for good." Madison snorted. "Yeah, well, I don't see how one night at some charity event changes anything." Keanu studied her for a moment, then smiled. "Maybe I can show you." To Madison's shock, Keanu spent the next few hours introducing her to people at the event. Real people with real struggles. She met a single mother who had lost everything but was rebuilding her life thanks to the charity support. She spoke with a veteran who had been homeless for years until this organization helped him get back on his feet. She even met a teenage girl her own age who had suffered from an illness and now dedicated her life to helping others. Each story hit Madison harder than the last. For the first time, she wasn't thinking about her followers or her next Instagram post. She was listening. Keanu never lectured her. He didn't need to. Just by being himself, he showed her the power of kindness, humility, and generosity. And for the first time in a long time, Madison felt ashamed. Ashamed of how she treated people. Ashamed of how selfish she had been. But more than anything, she wanted to change. By the end of the night, Madison was a different person. She wasn't posing for selfies or complaining about being there. She was volunteering, helping serve food, and actually talking to people. Keanu noticed. As the event wrapped up, he walked over to her and smiled. "You did good tonight," he said. Madison looked down, embarrassed. "I was kind of a brat earlier." Keanu laughed. "A little, but you listened, and that's what matters." She took a deep breath. "I want to be better. Not just for my image, for real." Keanu nodded. "Then do it, not just for tonight, but every day." Madison smiled for the first time that night. Not for the cameras, but genuinely. "Thanks, Keanu." He winked. "Anytime, kid." Months later, Madison was unrecognizable. Not in looks, but in character. She had started using her platform for good, raising awareness for important causes, volunteering, and even launching her own foundation to support underprivileged youth. The media called it the Keanu effect, but Madison knew it wasn't just about Keanu. It was about her choice to change. And it all started with one lesson: kindness matters. Always.